Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about my opinions on the Lego Batman movie collectible minifigure series, which is due out in January. Okay, so the first one is Zodiac Master. Now, this character looks spot on with the one in the comics. And what I've noticed from the actual whole series of these figures is that a lot of them are like the classic villains. And I really like that. It's really cool. So as you can see, the Zodiac Master has a fish and a crab, both silver, and I just love the headpiece on this one. It looks so right, spot on, and the patterns all over the guy, that looks great too. Now, the next one is March Harriet. This one I don't really know much about this character, but from the pictures, she looks pretty spot on. I mean, she looks more cuter in the Lego minifigure. I quite like that. And I like the little Tommy gun piece that they've added to it. I think it is a pretty cool. And if you look at the side of the arm, the side of the arm's got a cool little print as well, which is awesome. Red Hood, one of my favourite in the whole series. My god, I just love the design of this. This has to be one of the best one in the series, in my opinion. Just the design is just so spot on. If you look, even the bow ties and stuff like that, it all matches, and it's just beautiful. Next one is like Robin. I'm glad we have one of these in the series, because like if you didn't have the money to buy the sets, then you have a chance of actually getting them in the collectible figure sets. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, another one of my favorites is the Eraser, and this one is also a classic Batman villain, that you don't really see a lot in modern comics, but he is so cool. If you look at the design of the character, it's exactly the same. Like, there's not really much difference, and I like the way how they haven't just decided to do a normal headpiece. They've actually decided to use sort of a Lego brick to stick on top, and I just think that's just perfect. The Calculator, this one's quite an interesting one actually. Again, he's one of the classic Batman villains, and I think the design of this one looks actually cooler than the original. I mean, it just works better in my opinion, and it looks pretty similar, and I just think it looks really cool. Barbara Gordon cop suit. This one looks okay. This is probably one of my least favorites. I mean, the design is cool, but I think because it's not a supervillain or superhero, it's not one of my favorites. Well, I guess Barbara Gordon is technically Batgirl, but I mean the figure itself is not in superhero form like the Robin one it was. But I do like the cool little bat torch looking thing, and the actual police uniform is pretty spot on. This is kind of a hilarious one. I like the bat duck and the flippers. It's a pretty cool addition to the the Batman suits in the series. Dressing gown Batman is one of my favorites as well. I love this one. I just think it looks so cool, and it fits with the Lego movie Batman so well. And I like how you get a little lobster too. That's pretty cool. The Mime. Now, I have to admit, I think this one, I know I've said it a lot, but this one looks really like the comics, and probably looks more like the one in the comics the most. If you look at the picture on the right, it looks pretty much identical. There's not really much difference, and I'm pretty sure the lightning in the hand is like a electrifying, like, you know how the Joker sometimes has in his hands, one of those electric buzzer things. I think she has a similar thing with her hands as well. This one is cool too. Like, I really like to get my sister one of these ones, because this one is kind of adorable. I kind of like it. Woka, probably one of my least favorites, but not because of the design, just it doesn't really grab my attention. But it's actually, the pieces are cool. I like the looks of the molds, and it's the arm piece is interesting because it's actually flippers instead of actual Lego hands, which is interesting. I feel like this one could actually be a popular one, but it's not my favorite. Oh yes, Heavy Metal Batman. I love Heavy Metal Batman. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this one in the movie. I just love the spikes on his arms and the air guitar and the design on his mask is all hilarious, and I just love it so much. King Toot, mainly from the Adam West series. King Toot, this one looks pretty cool. I mean, he looks like a pharaoh, which he's supposed to. Not really much to say on this one, but it's pretty good that they've added more classics into the series. Jim Gordon, this is a pretty cool piece. I do like the Joker wanted sign, but again, it's probably one of my lesser favorites because I like the superhero ones. Fairy Batman. Now this one is quite an interesting one, another one I'd like to get my sister. This one's pretty cool. It's just amusing in so many ways. The Caveman Batman. Now this one's pretty interesting. I love the caveman weapon piece. I think that was in like series 1 of Collectible Minifigures as well, because they had a caveman character. And I liked how the Batman sign's sort of jagged a bit. I do like what they've done. It's quite clever. Nurse Harley Quinn. This one I quite like. Yeah, the hairpiece especially. The hairpiece is spot on. The nurse suit is very detailed. I do like that, and I kind of like the Arkham Asylum little clipboard thing. Catman. To me, this looks like a Wolverine in a way, with the facial hair and the claws, and I do like it. It is pretty cool. Again, I'm curious how this suit will come into play in the film, whether it'll just be like in the background or he'll actually dress up as it for a short length of time. I'm intrigued to see. Oh, I'm glad we have a Joker in the set. I was worried we might not, because in all, like not all, quite a few of the sets. But yeah, I do love the new Joker's face piece and the hair piece, and it'll be good to get this character. So yeah, they're my opinions, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.